And we return, and today is market day. So let's see what the cards will reveal for us for market day before we start spending all our actions. Okay, a cowled visitor, a plea for sanctuary, or a petition from a villager. Ooh. This is interesting. Let's go with a cowled visitor. Yes? No? Maybe so? Hello? Aha! Alright. A cowled visitor. Her bow is cursory. White armor gleams under her cloak. You are expecting an esteemed guest. Oh, you are expecting an esteemed guest, she says. If you like, I will tell you a secret that your guest would not want revealed. You ask what she asks in exchange. Only to see it used, she says. Her smile sits uncomfortably on her stern face. Her fingers toy with the pendant at her throat. A sunburst with an eye at its heart. The symbol of the seekers of truth. Few even know of the seekers' existence. They were the Chantry's spies and enforcers. Silk to the Templars' steel. But if the wayward bard's sources are correct, the Seekers have recently split from the Chantry. Yes. So, I can accept to gain dignity and authority or gain clues and a secret. You can use this when the divine arrives to secure her favor. Well, I have plenty of secrets and I could use even more dignity and I need authority. So let's go with that. Obviously, session expired and we're not going to see the result. Is that it? I hate it when that happens. Okay. Because... darn. And I had just logged in previously to ensure that this wouldn't happen. Oh well. Well, we gained our secret, our authority. So at least that. Though I would have liked to know what was going to happen. Well. Oh, we have lots of dignity. Well then, we'll have no problem spending authority. Well, earning authority. Dignity is shining. Well, before we do anything else, while dignity is shining, before we gather our resources, let's send for some people and use up some actions and find out who would be a better accomplice. So, not the Assyrian Dowager, she's a counselor. The Elegant Abbess, I don't remember if she's a counselor or not. So, a waft of summer scent. Here she is, like Andraste herself, murmurs a stunned footman. He catches the bailiff's glance and falls silent. So I can gain clues. I can reduce twilight. My voice keeps going. So spend favor. She would be a counselor. Okay, so let's just gain clues so that this doesn't go to waste. And this is really my voice. This is not the recording going all weird like this. Okay. The Secrets of the Confessional. Ah, yes. Now I remember. Seems like ages ago. So many cards with so many things going on. Alright, so we can have either the purveyor of teas as an accomplice. So let's see what the purveyor of teas requires. So, wreathed in oleaginous smiles. Ah, my lord, I was already on my way to see you when this peculiar legal confusion ensued. I'm sure you can resolve the matter. So, let's see. So I have to spend authority to gain favor. And that's 5 authority to gain favor. And I need 2 favors to recruit him as my accomplice. And that would be 10 authority. That's a lot of authority. Well, for now, let's gain clues. Just the facts. Just the facts. All right. So let's gather some resources. We won't do it all in one go. So it's very chancy. Why is it? Because of rulership. I saw the line and I thought it was. Darn. I thought it was our dignity. Okay. Silly moi. Well, let's do it. Gained 2 authority, and I lost dignity. Your people are troubled. None of them dare question your rulings openly, but you hear the whispers scuttle around the edges of your hall. Are you a fool, they wonder? An optimist? A tyrant? Has the madness that afflicted the shame finally taken you? Nope, not yet. But perhaps with all these ever-changing accents and everything. Alright, let's see here. We have 4 authority. Gather resources. And let's try this again. Failed. Oh, only 1 authority. Onward. Okay. Well, I don't want to use up all my actions fruitlessly. So, we know we have enough authority to gain 1 favor with the purveyor of teas. Well, maybe the card will come up and we won't have to call for him. Okay, the elegant abbess. We can gain clues. Okay, no. So let's gain clues. We're gonna have so many clues. Eyes on the ground. The Abbey's priests travel across Soho wherever they are needed. They hear the plights of pauper and baron, merchant, miller, and thief. The abbess passes on the choicest pieces of information, or at least the ones she chooses to share. Okay. Cheery baron. Gain clues. Spend clues. Let's gain clues. We don't want to reduce the rumors because that'll be interesting later. For sport, okay, it's fine. The dowager, okay. Emissary or morning mask. Let's go with the morning mask again. The legacy, again. So increase prosperity or increase dignity and clues. Old resentments. Yes, I remember this one. Well, we have some more clues. Okay. Let's see here. Outlaw councils. This is interesting. The outlaws are massing west of the river. It's said they meet in the Green Vaux, a clearing where the ash trees soar as tall as temple pillars, a sacred place where the bulk of their quarrels are set aside and the remainder are settled through ancient bloody contests. So I can lead a force to harry them or place agents at the council. Well, let's infiltrate. Bound in blood. Success. Excellent. More prosperity and more clues. The fields. Fallen on hard times or a plague village. Let's investigate the plague village. The village is quiet. The air is foul. Your companions cover their mouths and noses. Oh, up here, one door in 3 is daubed with a yellow circle. Your companions cover their mouths and noses with hem of their cloaks. Those villagers who aren't sick have locked themselves inside in the hope the disease can't find its way past a simple board of wood. Yes, because that's going to be very effective. You call for your physician. Okay. So sickness at the well. The disease causes a burning fever, loosens the bowels, and in the worst cases, kills. The physician tells you, the well's to blame. Can you smell that? Like brine mixed with rotting fruit. Some foulness of the earth has tainted the water. So we can search the applewoods for curative herbs to increase prosperity. We can disperse the villagers among neighboring manors to sacrifice feeding freedom to increase prosperity. Or we can spend back. Oh, well, that's locked. Okay. Let's see. So freedom, prosperity is pretty high. So let's go. Oh, sacrifice freedom. No. We don't want to sacrifice freedom. So let's just increase prosperity. Even death may die. You find it in the deep woods, a flare of red in the arboreal gloom. Deathroot is most easily a poison, but with the correct preparations it could cleanse the pollution from the well. Its fleshy pods look like bloated fingertips. You pick them with a gloved hand. Within the week, the well water is clear and fresh again. The villagers shower you with flowers and gifts, promising to bring you the finest fruits of their harvest. That's funny here, up here. Somewhere in the woods lies the key to cleansing the well. All right. Woods-wise is increasing. That's good. All right. The Serpent Dowager. So we can gain clues. And we can spend clues to increase rulership. Yes. The higher rulership, the more it will cost. Wow. We have lots of clues. So let's do that. We want to increase rulership after all. Dracon's faith was pragmatic, not revelatory. So we listen to her tales of long-dead emperors. 3 cups of Soro cider loosens her tongue. She was quite the scholar before she married, collecting letters, journals, and edicts written by Orlay's emperors and empresses. Speaking of Orlay, have you heard about the new cream, Oil of Orlay? Yeah, don't ask. Oil of Orlay. So, you argue long into the evening. Should Etienne have ended the exalted march against the Kunari when he did? Was Florian's appointment of his cousin Maigren as king of Ferelden motivated by his head or his heart? Did Emperor Reville suffer from a deficiency of restraint or an excess of prudence? deficiency of restraint or excess of prudence. That's funny. Well, we have increased rulership a bit. We'll be able to gain a bit more authority, though it's pretty costly. So let's... Alright, let's for... Well, before we send for... Let's see if he pops up in cards. Enlightenment. Let's go with the mob. Accusation. Ah, the bald-whiskered man in ragged clothes through the streets. A thief by the sounds of it. They say he stole food from the almhouses behind the new chantry, silverware from the Boatwrights Guild, and purses from anyone who tarried in Ramble Street. It sounds like he's being blamed for every theft in the last year. Hang the thief! Someone cries. Oh yes, I remember this. Seems like such a long time ago. Several market days ago. Probably like just yesterday, but that was like a week ago in the market days. So we can let the mob have their way. We can try to gain dignity, or we don't want to spend authority. So let's gain dignity. Justice. You force your way forward at the head of your guard. You draw blades. The mob answers with crutches. A blow numbs your arm. Another spills blood into your eyes. Heedless, you push forward. It's too late, someone decides. Someone decides that if a public death is impossible, a swift one will do. You find the mob's victim with a knife between their ribs. Blood spreads across the cobbles. The crowd flees. You order your soldiers to retrieve the body. They carry it respectfully to the nearby chantry. You couldn't prevent a tragedy, but at least you can ensure a proper cremation. Well, we gained some dignity, and we've gained rumors of revolution. Okay. Dashing outlaw. So... we'll have to spend... I don't want to... increase cunning. How's our cunning doing? Cunning is pretty fair. So let's gain clues. A dark side of sorrow. She sends back a detailed account of recent skullduggery. You know who's been lurking in the Applewoods, which villages are lying to you about how much tax they owe, and which nobles are dallying with peasants in quiet glades. Yeah. The more lawless Sorrow is, the more she knows. And that came out. The accent is starting to stick. All right. And the bard wants a quiet word. I just wanted to say, or look out. So let's go with the quiet word. There's probably a point somewhere. All right. Dignity and clues or prosperity? Oh, how's our dignity doing? Dignity, prosperity. Let's go for dignity and clues. Excellent. A necessary irritation. Excellent. A bit of dignity and some more clues. All right. Moving on. Now let's see. For the actions that remain, to send for, it will cost 1 action. So we can do it when there are 2 actions remaining, I guess. Oh no, it costs 2 actions. Oh darn! It'll cost 1. if we call for the purveyor of teas, it costs 1 authority, so we need a 6th authority. Ah. Ugh. Okay. Well, he costs less to gain as our, as our accomplice than the other one, so. Alright. So, the scornful sorcerer. What have we not done with her yet? We went riding with her in previous market days. We've been to the library. We haven't asked about her family or about her work. We've asked about her magic. We've asked about the Empress. We've asked about her mask. So let's ask about her work. Dinner is served in the great hall. She sits alone at the far end of a table, her eyes dark with shadows. She coughs, the hoarse way the glassworkers do after a day at the ovens. She smiles at your inquiries. There are, I can't do her accent. There are the Empress's secrets, not mine. All I can say is this. I am trying to mend something, and Serrault is the perfect place to do it, both for its mastery of glass and for its discretion. She pointedly stresses the last word. Discretion? How discretion? Anyway, alright, so the outlaws are massing west again, so we can increase peril but gain clues and increase prosperity. So let's go for that. Infiltrating again. Bound in blood. Excellent. Okay, cheery Baron. So let's how are spend clues to reduce rumors of revolution. Now let's gain clues. We're gonna have a lot of clues. Poor sport again. That's okay. Okay. Alright. Glass. So a commission or thievery at the glasswork. What gives us what? Trying to remember what gives us authority. Let's investigate. What of the walls, the gates, the guards? The walls are high. Yes, I remember this. Okay. Regain prosperity, gain prosperity, and clues. Now we have a lot of prosperity, so we can risk that. And we succeeded with gaining some clues. From the horse's mouth. You corner the thieves in one of the learning, close-packed houses near the Bridge of Masks. They surrender as soon as your soldiers beat down the door. The gang's leader, narrow and scarred, has already sold some of the treasures. He tries to placate you with information. Secrets pour from his lips like honey from a spoon. He hopes it will win him mercy. Ha ha. Ah, yes. All right. The dashing outlaw. I think she gives us authority at some point. Or, no. Increase cunning, gain clues, earn favor. No. Gain clues. The dark side of Serrault. Okay, so it's not that card that gives us authority. Okay, we can gain clues. We can increase daring do. How's our daring do? Pretty good. We can increase freedom. Let's increase freedom. Clemency. A robin perches nosily outside the library window as you scour tomes of solemn case law. Some of Serrault's laws are old and cruel. A whipping for wearing colors above your station? A day in the stocks for eating meat on Disciple Hysarian's birthday? The knight assembles contradictory precedents, and you strike the decrepit laws from the page. Yes, seriously. Benevolently governed. Excellent, excellent. Okay, Seru is imperiled. Lawlessness reigns. Outlaws, thieves, and worse beset the land and call themselves its kings. Okay. While your peril is 75, you are at risk of drawing this card. To discard it, choose an option from below or reduce your peril with another card. Okay. So, I don't want to lose freedom. I don't want to lose dignity. Yeah, I can afford to lose prosperity. And I don't want to lose daring do. So the flow of taxes becomes a trickle. The peasants have little to pay their taxes with. And what they do pay doesn't always reach your castle. Okay. Penury. The peasant's gruel is a little more than water. Your own table is lean. Only the bandits dined well today. Yeah, whatever. At least we maintained everything else. You know. Enlightenment. Enlighten me! So, it's this card that with the rumors of revolution, we can gain secret. So, a mob is gathering. Let's ride over. Accusations! More accusations! So I can reduce rumors of revolution. I can gain dignity. I'm not spending authority. And let's see, dignity is admirable, but let's increase it some more. So let's intervene. Again, let's intervene. Right. With your soldiers forming a tight wedge at your back, you drive into the crowd. You seize the mob's victim and declare that justice will be served in your court, not on the cobblestones. Mollified, the lynchers fall back. Excellent, excellent. We are still admirable. The scornful sorceress. So, let's see. We can ask her about her family. She sits in the courtyard, watching the courtiers' children play at Wardens and Darkspawn. Oh, so that's a game now? Interesting. She looks at you with a half grin, but her eyes are hard. Her eyes are hard. She gestures at the children. This is not a childhood I recognize, she says. The games my mother encouraged were less innocent. She spent most her time trying to make me into something that would please her. At the mention of her mother, the last of her smile fades. She says no more, but sits and broods. Yes, yes. Well, at least we gained some clues. I mean, got lots of clues. Got 3 market days left. Onward. I want one more authority to be able to spend it for to send for. Oh la la. It's the purveyor of teas, purveyor of teas. Ugh. Doesn't the smiling guildmistress give us some authority? We can gain clues? No. Huh. I don't have bags of pearls. No. Alright, so let's just gain clues. We'll ask for her advice again. Bounty. Her smile is confident, like a cat full of cream. She counts 6 intriguing facts off her fingers. Together they point to something larger, something you can use. Interesting. The Silent Hunter. Alright. Well, he's already our bodyguard. We can earn clues. The higher the twilight, the easier it will be. Can spend clues to increase woods wise. Well, let's gain clues. Excellent. Whispers from the woods. Excellent. And the kindly night. Gain clues. Increase daring do. Daring do is doing fairly well. But let's increase it some more. I don't know if we're going to have to go hunting at some point. The play of the sword. All right. Let's see. So we still don't have enough authority. Yeah. All right. So let's gain clues. Bounty. Excellent. The Dowager steps forward. Allow me to introduce an emissary from a dear friend, or have been asked to broach a matter with you. So let's welcome the friend, the emissary. The words of arrival. He wears a dove mask, blushed with carnelian. Ah, yes, I remember restraining a groan. All right. Increase dignity, but reduce prosperity. Dignity, prosperity is good. Gain clues, increase prosperity, but the cost of dignity. Let's gain dignity. Escalation. Masterfully wrought bowls, goblets, window panes, and a magnificent peacock of green and gold, all carefully wrapped for their journey. The smiling guildmistress winces to see it given away. Hundreds of royals of work. You hear her murmur, pained. The smug herald through. Oh, hundreds of royals of work! You hear her murmur, pained. The smug herald, though, is confounded by your generosity. Perhaps his master will be less quick to boast in the future. All right. We are magnificent and we are affluent. Excellent. So let's see what the Wayward Bard has for us today. We can gain clues. Yeah, it's loose lips. That's what we can do. We still need one. So we won't be able to send for the purveyor of teas today. Well, today. This time. Right now it's like basically using up cards, trying to gain authority, because there's not much else to do. There we solved the mystery, we explored the chantry. So the black dogs, watchman bursts in. Let's go for the watchman. Another time. Yes. Reduce peril, gain clues to increase freedom. Yeah, go with that. Succeeded in a prosperity challenge. Gained 2 clues, gained 6 freedom. Benevolently governed. New dwellings rise on the charred graves of the old. Ah, yes, I remember this. Goes a lot faster when we're repeating the same cards over and over and over again. And again and again and again. Yeah, maybe I do want to reduce rumors of revolution. I don't know. How many clues do I have? I have quite a bit of clues. Okay. When the Baron comes a-calling, "Fetch my sword!" he barks at a servant. "Saddle my horse! We're going to remind a few people who rules Suro and who serves." Yes, who rules and who serves. Alright, we can gain clues and everything else is locked, so let's gain clues. A history lesson. Another history lesson. Alright. Omens. Oh, is it omens that gives us authority? Or I don't know. We can gain viands here. A sudden storm. Visitation of ravens. Let's go with the ravens. Inconsiderate guests. Yes. So we can increase twilight, gain clues, increase twilight, gain prosperity or peril. No, reduce twilight, spend prosperity. Let's gain clues. Pieces of the world. In the sullen croaking of the crows, you hear much that is hidden, truths that have been buried, secret alliances. Hatred whispers alone and in the dark. Hey, this sounds like Big Brother. So we gained twilight, that's interesting, and we gained clues. Alright, more glass. So thievery, let's go with the thievery this time. Oh, I did that. Oh well. Prosperity and clues, or just prosperity? Prosperity and clues. From the horse's mouth. Yes, yes, we've cornered the thieves. Alright. We are wealthy. And what does the bard? So the black dogs, or look out. Let's go for the look out. The knife was meant for you. The knife was meant for you. The shame of sorrow. So trade dignity and freedom to reduce peril or gain clues. So let's gain clues. Follow the money. Sensibly, he doesn't know names. Yes. Oh yes, he was hired by the intermediary of the intermediary of the intermediary of the intermediary of the intermediary. Do you still hear me of the intermediary? Okay. And let's try to blah blah for a minute to see if the purveyor of these will show up in the cards. Well, this was not as suspenseful as the other ones, not as exciting, and it didn't help that my computer decided to have me log in again after I had logged in again. So that's kind of a bummer. But health is fair. Rulership is getting up there, which is good. Scholarship is fair. Daring do is increasing. Woods wise increasing. Cunning increasing. We are magnificent. We are benevolently governed. We are wealthy. Peril, brigands run rampant. A new detrimental card has been added to your deck. That's okay. And twilight is high, so this can be interesting for certain cards. And let's see here. We have 14 secrets, 2 trophies. Maybe we could go hunting next time and gather a few viands. Try to do that. Maybe we'll be able to gain some authority. But if we go hunting, yeah, we can go hunting for viands. But yeah. Accomplishments. We're going to need a lot of authority because I don't want to sacrifice, prosperity and dignity for to gain favor with the outlaw. So we're going to go with the purveyor of teas, but I'm going to need a lot more. We're going to need a lot more authority for that. Well, it didn't do it. It went count down to 0 and it didn't do it. Perhaps if I refresh, because seriously, technically it owes me. It owes it to me. But no. Alas, it is not playing fair. Oh well. So, well, at least we have 5 authority. We're just going to need a lot more next time. Okay. Okie dokie. Hopefully the next market day will be more fruitful. Things are a lot more interesting when there's still a lot of intrigue, but with the peril high and the twilight high, hopefully that will help increase some things. All right, until next time, for you in the next video.